In this video, we are going to see how to verify if an image is correctly getting converted to WebP or the AVIF format. So I'm in an incognito mode of Google Chrome, but you can use any browser, Safari, Firefox, or any other browser. In some of the browser, this is called private mode. I'm using incognito just to ensure that nothing from my local machine's cache is coming in between. So first I will open the inspect console. There I can see what is happening with the website under the hood. In console I can see the error messages, and in network I can see all the requests which this page is making, right? And here we have some filters: all, fetch, XHR, JS, CSS, image. So this is the image tab where we are in particular interested. Let me open a website, and I'll be in all tab first while the website is loading. Now the website has loaded. You see the first URL which says the document, and the initiator is other. That means this is the main page which we have loaded, and all the URLs you see below it are just the assets of the website. So click on the first URL, and in the header section there are three sections: general, response, and request. We are interested in the response section. And here if you see, the XRL cache is hit. So this is the first step. We should verify whether the page is coming from the RabbitLoader cache or the original page. Now in this case, once we ensure that this is coming from the cache, if you see the hit, otherwise you will see a miss here. So the page is coming from RabbitLoader cache. And now we have several assets loaded in the page. Mostly I see on top there are CSS, and if you scroll down there are so many assets. If you look at the footer, we have 312 requests and almost 8.2 MB got transferred. So the filter that we were talking about at the top is helpful here. Let's click on the image, and this will filter out all other content type and will just leave images. So there are few things. First thing is the type column. If you see here, it will appear for all images, and mostly you see for all images the type is WebP for this website. If for some reason you don't see the type column, just right click, and you can, from here, if it is not checked, you can check it and the type will start appearing. You can also choose the domain. This domain is helpful to see whether all the images are coming from. If you see in the domain, you see RabbitLoader. So these images are coming from the RabbitLoader server. Let's remove this domain. So for type, you see the WebP is coming for almost all of them. And now if you click on the first image, this is the image URL which is coming from the RabbitLoader server. And the URL ends with JPEG, okay, which was the original content type. So RabbitLoader does not modify any URL or any prefix or suffix. Prefix is though modified because the image path is now changed to RabbitLoader servers, but the suffix is not modified. If you have any file extension, it will remain there. So if you want to see the original URL of this image, scroll down and there would be one link tag where it says the rel canonical. So this rel canonical points to your original image URL for the SEO purposes. So even when the image is coming from RabbitLoader, you don't lose your SEO juice. And for search engines, the image original credit still goes to the original website. So here the URL ends with JPEG, and you will see here also the URL ends with JPEG. Now in case you are looking for this image on the web, on the page, for example in the element section, here we see the image. This is the image, right? So this image here, you can see it is coming in the JPEG format, and many people get confused whether the RabbitLoader is correctly converting these images to the new next-gen format or not, because they see JPG here. The right way to verify the images is to come to Network tab, filter out the images, and then you click on any of the image and then focus on the content type header. So this content type header gives the right information about the format of the image, whether the image is in JPG. Originally this image might be coming in JPG, but then the conversion has happened to WebP. In some cases, you may also see the conversion to AVIF. So RabbitLoader tries to convert all images to WebP and AVIF, and if the conversion happens in a better way where we feel the image size is less and the quality is maintained, then that format is opted for the particular image. So it may happen that some images will be in WebP format, but some of the images of your website can be in AVIF format. So this is the right way to verify if the RabbitLoader optimization is happening correctly. When we see some of the other images, for example, this first image, probably it's a dummy image because its type is text HTML. But the third image, you see, in the type column, it still says it's in PNG format. RabbitLoader did not convert it. But if you click on this image URL to see the details, this is an inline image. It's not coming from your original server or the origin website host. This is an inline image, and the inline image conversion are not possible. They remain in the original format because they are mostly the dummy image of 1:1 pixel. So that's why this image was not converted, and I see below this all other images got converted to WebP. Then we have this again, there is one example of PNG image. Now in this case, this is coming from the original website, but RabbitLoader did not touch this. There are few conditions mentioned, and there is one more example below it. You see there is a GIF image, which is kind of loader. So these two images did not get converted to the WebP or the AVIF format. So the GIF images are never converted to the WebP or AVIF because GIF is supposed to be for animation, and the animated images, they remain in the original format of GIF. The PNG image in particular, when a conversion happens to WebP or AVIF, if the image size, if the new image size becomes bigger than the original size, then the optimization rolls back to the original image, because there is no benefit of serving the new image if the size is higher than the original one. So there could be few more reasons. If you see this KB knowledge base article of how this image optimization and auto conversion happens to the new format, you scroll down the WebP conversion checklist tab here, and it has few points where in some of the cases the original images may not get converted to the new format. And the one which we just discussed now is in the third point here. If you see, if the WebP converted image appears to be bigger than the original image, the conversion will fall back to the original image, right? And there are some more points, you can go through it. Thank you.